Hello cuties and welcome back to Cutie Nails. If you are new, I want to welcome you to Cutie Nails, where everything we do here is all about nails. So you guys, it's February and it's time to start our Valentine series. I kind of did some practicing on my nails. If you are a part of my Instagram channel and TikTok, you guys have already seen this set. It was so hard to do these with my non-dominant hand because I am right-handed, but I still think that they came out really cute. So without further ado, we're gonna sit on down at the cutie zone and we are gonna get some Valentine's nails out. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple options this month on different sets that you guys can do. All of it's up here. Now it's time to get it out on some nails. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Hey cuties, so I've already prepped these nails and I've already placed my initial slip layer. I just kind of go through everything like I would do my own nails to prep it and make sure there's no lifting and stuff like that using primer, dehydrator and such. But in this video, things are gonna be a lot different because I want to kind of like keep it more of a tutorial and show people exactly how easy it is to work with gel. I know there's a lot of acrylic videos out there and quite a bit of gel tutorials, but I really don't see a lot of people in the gel community. At least all of my nail sisters in my nail community are all into acrylic and polygels. A lot of you know that I started out with polygel, so I'm gonna try to keep this more like a tutorial so y'all can see exactly what I am doing and how I apply the gel. So I'm basically putting down an outline of where I want that, I don't want to say smile line, but it's more so I don't know, slanted French, I guess. So I'm basically putting that down and trying to keep that line as crisp as possible. Before I used to dip my brush into alcohol to kind of clean that line, but I'm gonna file it anyway, so what's the point in me doing that? So basically after putting that slip layer, I'm going in with more of that product and I'm just gonna layer it on there. I do believe I did 3 layers of this to get that height on the side of the nail to create that wall, so that way when I go in to file it, I have something to file, because I've done that in the past. I had like nothing to file, like, girl, what you doing? But I'm just putting in thin layers and building this up because the intent is to not have these nails super bulky. I'm making sure that I'm conscious of that cuticle area to not overflow it or create too high of a cuticle area. So I'm just gonna fill in any spaces where I see any like dips and lumps and stuff, trying to make it as smooth as possible and trying to keep the shape as much as I can during this entire process. So one thing I am kicking myself about with this set, you guys, is my shaping. So don't go in too hard on me about the shaping. I was tired, it was late, and your girl got to get up at 4:45 in the morning to make sure I'm at work on time for 6:30 physical training. So yes, I was ready to get to bed, and when I start doing something, I like to finish it. I don't like keeping things going days on end. I like to get it done and get it out the way so I can move on to the next thing. So now that things are a bit sped up, I'm just gonna just apply the same Mia Secret cover blush to not the Mia Secret cover blush. This is the Macart Khaki Rose, the nail extension gel. You guys know I don't like that tube and nozzle setup, so I put that into one of my 7-gram jars that I got from Amazon. I also got the Macart Build-A-Gel, the nail extension gel, from Amazon as well, and I'm just curing for 30 seconds in between each layer that I'm placing on the nail, and every nail is going to have that same color except for the pointer finger. This here is a custom color that I made using mica powders that I got from Amazon and IBD Build-A-Gel. So to that wet layer of gel, I'm just adding some glitter and I'm lightly pressing it on to kind of get those glitter pieces to seep into the gel. This glitter is from the giveaway that I won from the set Gel Nail. It's a Sets Nail Co. Halloween color. This is called Bloody Mary. I added some regular iridescent glitter from Walmart into this to kind of get those like yellow green shimmers that you guys see there, to give it a little bit of contrast and not be so stark red. But that red gel is acting as my base layer, as you would do a gel polish before putting any art on top of it if you wanted like a background layer. So that's what that's doing, and I'm making sure to cure everything that I do for 30 seconds before moving on. So cuties, I'm gonna apologize in advance if you hear my girls in the background. They get real amped up after they eat dinner, and these girls are all the way lit, like turned up right now. So I'm just hiding in my room trying to do this voiceover. But basically, you guys see me holding this file at a 90-degree angle to make sure that I get my file as straight as possible against that wall that I created. I'm gonna wipe that off, and I'm gonna get ready to start doing the same thing to each of these areas that I left undone with the custom red Build-A-Gel and the glitter. So my look for this was almost like a lady in red kind of theme for Valentine's Day, and I was just thinking to myself, what else can I do to jazz these nails up and not just be a simple slanted French. If I were to do all 5 of these fingers, what I would have done was carry down, and I'm beating up myself about this again, carry down that slanted French a little bit better on that middle finger, a little bit further on, well, from looking at it, the left hand side, and do it just a little bit higher on the pointer finger, and do that thumb with the full glitter nail. So if you were thinking of what to do with the thumb, I would just kind of carry it over. But because I knew I was only doing 4 fingers, I wanted to kind of make it, you know, flow kind of seamlessly. But even with just doing the 4 fingers, I should have went down some more on that middle finger with the slanted French. But yes, back to applying this product and curing, and then once that's complete, I'm gonna use up the last little bit of my Enhype Build-A-Gel. Y'all, you know I be trying to scrape the bottom for the last little bit. I'm gonna use that up to encapsulate all of these nails, and then we're gonna get into filing and shaping and buffing, and then some nail art. I did my best to make sure that I paid attention to that wall area of the slanted French to make sure that was filled in really nice. And again, everything I'm doing here is a thin layer because I knew I was going to encapsulate all of these because of the glitter. I didn't want to file away any of my glitter, so everything I'm doing is thin layers so that way these nails are not too bulky. But this is just one idea of you know, a simple set that you can use for Valentine's Day. It doesn't have to be red. As you can see, the hearts on my nails are purple. I was filing off some of my design in this process, and other little practice things I've been doing with nails. I don't put every video up, and I don't always record when I'm practicing, but yeah, you can do this with any color, and I still think that it's gonna look absolutely gorgeous. But I believe the glitter is what is setting this off for me so far. When I envisioned this, it was all about the glitter. I needed this to sparkle. I wanted to make sure it sparkled, had some glitter in there. So I think that's why I fell in love with this idea the minute that it popped into my head. Now this is the nail that I was talking about, that middle finger. I could have went down some more with that khaki rose color, but it's okay. You live and you learn, and then you get loves, right? But anyway, yes, time to encapsulate. I'm not sure why I started encapsulating from this point, because the point that really needed the encapsulation was the glitter area. but I quickly kind of got my bearings and started filling that in, and I noticed a couple parts that was still uncured. I guess it was just the angle of the way the nails were in the lamp, because I did do a full 60-second cure. I probably should have did it for 2 minutes, knowing that I was using glitters. But again, you live and you learn. So I'm just gonna encapsulate all of this. I'm taking my time to cover every area of the nail, even though I filed over and smooth out that cover, the khaki rose color. I keep wanting to say cover pink, y'all. But even though I covered that khaki rose color with my nail file before, I'm going to do it again because I am encapsulating. But that's not going to take place until that tacky layer is off of there, because I did get some red in my file, my brand new file that I took out, because that red was not all the way cured. So just keep in mind, when working with glitters, you might want to cure a little bit longer than normal. So I'm just going to clean all of this up, cure for 30 seconds, and move on to the next finger. I think a part of my problem was using that mini lamp. You know, the wattage is always different. However, these nails were all going into the bigger lamp once all of them were kind of set in stone as to what I wanted with each of them. So next time I remind myself, when I'm using glitters, to cure for more than a minute. But yeah, we're going to get all these encapsulated, and then we're going to talk about filing and shaping. The importance of shaping. I know sometimes you may not see it, but I'm seeing it, and I know most of y'all are like me. Any errors that you see is just going to keep standing out to you, and these errors are standing out to me like crazy. But I am practicing. I'm only 8, almost 9 months into this thing. I've been practicing and practicing, taking tips from a lot of you awesome ladies in this nail community, and even some that's not in the nail community that watch my videos. I've been taking a lot of tips and tricks and advice from you guys, and I thank you guys for all of your encouragement. So in this video, there's 2 things that you guys have seen from my most recent live video that I did, where I went over my nail haul for 2021, my first nail haul. And first things first, my new practice hand. This is Camille number 2, but we're just gonna call her Camille so she don't feel no type of way. I am loving her. It is my red iguana posable hand. I am loving the fact that I can move these fingers out of the way and do what I need to do, instead of trying to focus on holding the finger and holding back the other fingers so they can stay out of my way. I am loving the sturdiness of this hand. They still got that issue of all the shavings sticking to the silicone, but that's okay. I have a damp cloth that I wipe that off with, and we're good to go. So the next thing that you guys have seen in this video is my new Melody Susie dust collector. And when I tell y'all, I am loving this dust collector. Yes, Omnia girl, everything be blowing everywhere if it's too close to it. I had some of these lint-free wipes that just shot across the room, but when I tell you that suction is where it needs to be, that suction is on point. I'm loving the touch button functions on here. I'm loving how low it is. I'm not over here with my elbows all crooked and looking crazy trying to keep my filing in frame and in the video. I am able to keep my filing routine in the video. So I'm loving these 2 products. Now, I was good here on this nail. Started off with my sidewalls and my free edge, and then for some reason I got extra tired on this nail right here. And to me, it's looking like these nails are not shaped right. Like they're kind of flared, like, you know, like those duck nails. And I was trying my best, but then again, I didn't want to take away too much of my glitter, and I was tired because I had to get up early and it was late. But anyway, you live and you learn, and then you get loves. I am just gonna file the sidewalls of each and the free edge to get that shape that I'm looking for. Make sure everything is nice and straight. And then I'm going over the surface to make sure it's a smooth transition from the cuticle to the free edge. And then I'm gonna go in with my Melody Susie e-file and my 5-in-1 extra fine drill bit. Yes, I think this is the carbide bit. Yes, I like my ceramic one. And I was having some kind of feelings about this carbide one, but I realized I just needed to turn up the speed. So I'm using this at a speed of 15,000 RPMs to get that cuticle flush and to smooth over the surface of the nail. And what I was noticing when I kept it at 4,000, I am not noticing it at 15,000. It gets it so much smoother at 15,000 RPMs. So I'm just gonna buff these out, and then we're gonna get into some nail art, because I was like, what else am I gonna do with these nails to kind of make this set pop and not just be a basic glitter nail. So we're gonna work on some nail art with using my Savvyland gel paints. I applied just a tad bit of base coat to the gel paint to kind of thin it out a bit. I noticed that it needs that. It is pretty thick straight out of the jar. So everything I am using here that I'm talking about here is going to be in the description box below if you so choose to purchase something. If you're still here with me at this point in the video, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Thank you so much for supporting me. I hope that you would subscribe, like, give a comment, tell me of a video that you would like to see, and I hope that you will return in the future for more fun videos, because I have tons of Valentine Day ideas in my head, but I'm only gonna keep them to February, y'all. I'm not gonna take y'all all the way out to March like I did with my Christmas videos, all the way out to the end of January. But I'm gonna try to get my Valentine sets and doing some reviews of the things that I got in my nail haul in this month as well. I may not get to all of them, but you guys got 2 in this video. You guys got the practice hand and you got the dust collector. So I'm just gonna get all of this nail art on here. I decided I wanted some lips on here, a lip on here, but then I was like, no, let me put some more, and then let me add some hearts, and then it just evolved from there. So keep watching, and then it'll be time for some top coat, and we'll talk in a little bit, guys. I know it's been a little less than a little bit, but what you guys are not seeing here is me flash curing these for 10 seconds with my mini lamp. So if you're not comfortable with doing nail art and you need to flash cure it, by all means do so. I did it a couple times during this process, and also to make sure I didn't hit my finger against wet gel paint because of not curing. So whenever I felt comfortable, I did art, and when I felt like I was gonna mess something up, I just went ahead and cure it. So by all means, cure where you need to cure and then move on to the next step of your design. But each of these are getting 2 coats because that base coat kind of thins out the color, makes it a bit more jelly, but it's all good. I mean, it's more functional and easier to work with when I add the base coat to the gel paints. And that was pretty much it for the art. I just wanted to kind of jazz up one of these nails. I haven't told y'all lately, so I'm gonna say it again. I am in love with this Mia Secret glass finish top coat. So get y'all some if y'all looking for a good top coat. It is so shiny. But cuties, thank you so much for watching as usual. And as always, I'll most definitely talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.